apologize. I forgot to make an intro. So yeah, this is the intro for this video. So here, I already started all this. I'm going to put a little bit of the time lapse right here, so you guys can see what I was doing. So let me flip you guys. So pretty much I'm just measuring the shock and all that, and where I'm gonna put the subframe right there, because I already took that little triangle out because I think I had to cut all the way to the back. Pretty much that little weird pizza thing right there, because I bought 4x4 steel. There we go, right there. These are too short because I was planning to do that right there, just that little piece, but this needs to go a little bit back. So pretty much it needs to be like right here. So that's why I took this little triangle out, and I didn't break it. I just took the spot welds out, and just pretty much I'm gonna put this back. I'm just gonna obviously cut that part, that way I can put it all the way to the back, weld it, and then I'm gonna make it straight all the way to the front, because I do have, there's 5 feet there, even though it has those little holes right there. So I'm just gonna do it like that. I might cover them, but who knows. And then over here I'm gonna do the same thing, that way they look all one piece. I'm gonna take all this out. I put the jacks, the car jacks right there. It's leveled, and that's it. I'm gonna start taking all those spot welds. Here I'm taking all this frame out, the front shield or whatever it's called, and I think I need to cut here, and I might have to cut in the back, because my car, the shock goes directly to here. So I don't have this thing. Wait. So I don't have this. There we go. So my shock goes directly to here. And all this spins, like the shock and everything. So right now I have the top of my car and the bottom of the Lexus, and it works. Like, it kind of works. I think this spins, but it doesn't need to if I do it like this. So I don't know if I'm gonna cut, because I might have to do this, but then it's gonna hit here. So I don't know if I'm gonna cut here and make like a square bracing to compensate for that. So pretty much I'm just gonna do a flat square with 4 holes. That way I can do those 2 and then drill 2 holes here, because I don't think, and then cut this part, because I don't think I'm gonna use that. And then in the future I might do one, like, see if Wise Fab makes custom things. They might, but that's gonna be expensive, so who knows. So yeah, in the time lapse, I'm just gonna be measuring, trying to put that spring. That was a pain, because this spring is fat. If you can see, it's really fat, and those are really thin. So I need to run those, because if I run this, well, no, yeah, I can't run this. Well, no. Okay, I'm gonna run these, but I might have to order the BC coilovers with the top. It has to be skinnier, because I know these you can just screw them in, so that doesn't matter. I'm just gonna use that for measurements, for like straightness. That way That way it's straight here. And I already measured all this. Like I have all the angles. Like it's measured. And that's it. But this is pretty much, if you have a front wheel drive car, this is the easiest way to do it. You might have to cut them all, or you just, if you don't want to cut them all and you just want to do that little piece right there, you can. But I want it because this side, it has like a weird lump. I just wanted it to look straight. So that's more on me than anything. I want it to look like that, see? Straight. And like I'm taking this one off and putting a pretty much a brand new one. So yeah. And then I have these were already cut. I paid like $10 for this. And this was supposed to be right there. Like this. But I don't like it. Plus, it's gonna look funky right here, so I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna cut, measure it, weld it, and then I'm gonna leave the top part because I need something to weld on. But yeah, I might cut all the bottom, all this side. I might have to take out all this front, and that way I can put the engine right there. Just measure it. Yeah, I'm gonna see you guys on time lapse again. More time lapse for you guys. It's gonna be time lapse. I'm not gonna talk to you guys because I only have 2 days, so I want to get at least one side done for you guys. So the GoPro died. So pretty much I just cut it. This thing, I don't know if I'm gonna leave it there. I left it because I don't know 100% sure, but I might cut right here just in case if I need to weld it to the other part. It's just right there. Obviously I need to cut all that triangle right there. Well, rectangle. These all broke down. So pretty much I'm just gonna have to do new ones or whatever. What else? So yeah, this is the part, well, there's no going back. So I got you guys in the time lab because this is taking a lot longer. And this is what I got so far. So it's flush against the wall. I mean, from the firewall. Well, it needs a little bit more, but I need to cut that little corner right there. Even though this is still going, I'm still gonna put this back here. I don't know how am I gonna do that, but I'm gonna do it. I might have to cut like this little triangle there. This little triangle here to fit this. I don't think it's gonna work, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna hammer it in there. But now I had to cut a little bit from this top because I was gonna take this out, but there's so many spot welds and I don't know if I want to do that, but I might because I only have one more disc. And I need some earplugs because this is loud. Cutting this is loud. So I already took a bunch of chunks. You guys are gonna see in the time lapse. But yeah, I had to cut. See, I cut that little triangle right there. I was gonna cut in like an angle, but F it. I'm tired. And all this is gonna be clean. I'm gonna sandblast all this. See, I might have to cut here, all the way down here, because I have this lip. So right here, I just cut that little lip all the way to the bottom, and that's it. And then this will go up a little bit more, and then the bottom is gonna be the same size, same measurements of here. Oh Jesus, same measurements of here, because I have to cut this side. I might take this out, all of this out, but I left it because I need a measurements because this is straight with this. So I didn't cut it out because I need it straight. But yeah. Now I'm gonna put you on time lapse. Let me finish that and give you an update later. After hours of finessing, it's measured, like it's squared. Obviously, when I take this one out, it's gonna be shorter, the number, but as long as right now, this one right here is squared. Obviously, it's wider over here than there, but it is. Once I change that side, it's gonna be the same. I had to finesse there a little bit, all the way. It took so long, but now it's straight. It's leveled here and leveled here. And I'm gonna tack weld. Well, I'm gonna weld all that part right there. It's gonna be fully welded, and that brace right there, I'm gonna take it out because I'm gonna put like a newer one. And that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna make this little curve right there because this side has a lip. So I don't know if I can find something like this at a junkyard or whatever, I might buy it, or who knows. If I can find a hood that I can just scrap and grab a piece of metal of it, I'll do that. But yeah, I'm gonna record. I'm gonna start welding. I don't know if I'm gonna record that, but yeah, part 2. Well, not part 2. I was getting ready to start welding, and I totally forgot one thing. I forgot to prep it. So I need to grind all that out. At least it's just here. This thing right here, I don't know if I'm gonna cut that. But yeah, I need to grind all this. I wanted to sandblast it. I was gonna buy that little sandblaster, but I don't have time. I started sanding this. It's already sanded. I'm gonna start painting it. I'm gonna paint it. That way it's drying. It's up to there. Because then this part is gonna be for the other side. But yeah. I did file the, not filed, how you call that? With this. Because I was gonna pull the grinder for that, and I was too tired, and even though it was tired, it's more tiring with that. But yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna paint it. Well, I'm gonna clean it and then primer it and then start cleaning that. And I'll put you guys in a time loop. And this is the result. So yeah, just like a little primer. I wish I could have done a little bit heavier here, but it is what it is. Well, it looks a lot better than before. I didn't primer on top because obviously I can primer it when I I cut my glove. I can do the primer on top later, and plus it's not gonna rust like tomorrow. I apologize for not recording when I cut that and when I weld that. So I just welded all this all the way to here. Now I'm gonna cut this part right here and then weld pretty much all that part. And I'm gonna grind all this out because I don't like it. It looks hideous. And re-weld it. So I already bought a few things because my nozzle was getting all dirty, so I bought this. It says you just dip it in there and that's it. And splatter, spray, whatever, a jiggy. So pretty much just to avoid all that dirtiness in there. So you just spray it on and it cleans it, because here it's clean because I spent a lot of time grinding all those little spot thingies. And it was a pain. But yeah, I'm gonna grind that. Well, no, I'm gonna cut that and grind that. I don't know if you guys want to see it, but you're not. I'm just gonna put welding. The GoPro died, so you're not gonna see me grinding all this. So I grind it. It's pretty much like even right there. It has a big spot. I can't grind that down. The wheel grinder didn't reach, but it is what it is. That part you're not gonna see it because I'm gonna put something here, but yeah, I'm gonna cut the little piece that I'm gonna put here for that gap. And I already have the piece for here, so just this part right here. I don't know if I should just cut it triangle and then make a new one or what. And these little circle things, I don't know. They're getting in my nerves. But yeah, I'm gonna cut that little piece for there. And this is what I got. Has even gap all around. Here it has bigger gaps, but then I'm gonna put like a piece right there. But pretty much this has even gap all around. So I'm gonna put you on. I just put that a charge and I'm gonna start recording me welding. And this is the result. So I need to cut a little piece for right there, right there, right there, and right there. And then I'm gonna cut a circle for these two. And that's it. And I was welding this, but the inside, whatever it's called inside, it was keep on getting on fire, so I stopped. The spot whatever that I bought, I couldn't find this cap because it didn't came with one. I know it fell, but I can't find it. And well, it just makes a mess. So I'm just gonna use that. I'm gonna just wipe it down and see if that works, because that doesn't work. I might return that. And yeah, I'm gonna open the garage because it's smoky in here. Well, we're done. I only have this little piece right there to weld, and it's, oh no, and this one. This one, obviously I had to steal that with the bag, but it's pretty much, it's there. It's, that hurted to me, but yeah. So I went and welded all these spots right there, and all those. All this is gonna be grind flush. Like, you're not gonna see this. Like, none of this you're gonna see. All this is gonna be welded. I mean, grinded down. I'm gonna cut this, so this right here doesn't matter. Down here, all this is gonna be cut out, and obviously I'm gonna grind that. And so that's for that. I have this thing. Where is it now? Where is it? 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 I'm gonna use this one. So I'm gonna cut these things. Like, I'm gonna do a lot of slots right here to flatten it. That way it's flat. That way I can put this right here. And I'm gonna weld this to this. But I don't know if I should weld it like all the way this way or all the way that way. I'm still debating here, because I can put it right here where this little notch is at. Obviously, once all this is straight. Once all this is straight, I might do it. You know what? I'm gonna do that now. So I already cut all the slots. Now I'm gonna hammer it to make it flat. That way this, I can just put it and see how it looks. I thought I got you guys on time lapse, but no. So that footage is gone. So this, I might put this like, I don't know if I should put it like all the way against here, like that. or just find the middle that is roughly right there. And just, I'm gonna weld this plate here, but just cut these holes out. Because this is super thick. Plus this is super thick too. This is like same size as this. But I don't know if the little arrow goes like towards the in or it goes towards the out or towards the front. No, I don't think like this because there's like a gap. I might put it this way or this way. Kind of like it this way. Or should I make one of these and just weld it all around? Or just up to here, because I don't think I'm gonna push it all the way down here. Just like on top of all this. Because this is super thick. Decisions. But yeah. I just finished this side. Well, I didn't finish. I still had to weld that part in right here. But it's pretty much like I can take it off and it's gonna stay straight. I'm tired as fuck. But I welded the back. That right there is all welded all around and then all the way up to there. These have to cover those little holes. And that's it. And those holes right there, I'm gonna cut a piece. I have pieces around. I'm gonna cut round pieces and just put them there. And then I'm gonna start putting the power steering. No, not the rack and pinion. Start putting all that shit. But it's coming together. It's pretty straight. Okay, so this is what I got. Already mounted. I haven't cut them, but I don't think I'm gonna cut them because it's always good to have a little bit of thread right there. But it's pretty straight. And these fuckers are huge. Look at this. They're huge. It is straight. Now I have to cut this part right here. This triangle right there. And then finish welding. But yeah, this is my update for today. Pretty good progress. And it's straight. Like, the shot goes right here, obviously. Well, I'm like leaning because the car is all like, but when I did it, it was straight. And right here, it's like even. Like you can feel this little thing right here and this little thing right there. Now time to see if that power steering works. That's gonna be a pain to put. Oh, I almost fell. So, forgot to do an outro, but I already mounted that and it's solid, obviously. Engine mounts, I was looking at it and it's gonna be a pain to put using that cross member for this motor. And the thing is, because the engine mounts are so forward, I can't use it. So I had to use, like, the engine mount has to be like down here. And then it's gonna be like front heavy. So I can't use that. But what I'm thinking is I might use like this area right here to do like another one like this, but just like a triangle for the, I'll put a picture. If I find a picture of one that I saw, it's just a small one. Obviously it's gonna be like the same size as this, and it's gonna be mounted to here, but it's also gonna be like from here, like an L, and then it's gonna be with pipes. I mean, not pipes, it's gonna be like obviously a hard mountain. Not hard mountain, but you guys, when I get to that part, you guys are gonna see. So I threw a fender on. That way you guys can see how is it gonna look. It's pretty straight. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a little bit forward, I want to say, but it's pretty straight. Here, obviously, there's a lot of angle and all that because the shock is not there and all that, but it is what it is. And the other thing I have is the rack and pinion. If I use the OEM from my car, it works pretty good. If I use this one, I need to cut like over here because it won't fit. Like I had to cut like down there where my shadow is at. And who knows, because the steering wheel comes out of right there. Well, wait, I was looking at the wrong thing, right there. And I don't know if I might have to do like brackets for it because I still have the old one, but this one is like, this one is beefy. And this one is like really, really thin. It's like really, see, it's like really, it's a skinny boy. So I don't know. I was just doing this outro because I was editing and I forgot to do one. But that's gonna be it. I was doing an oil change on my BMW, and obviously I was fixing my wife's car. And I think this is gonna stay like that. I'm not gonna do the engine mounts like right now. I want to do the wheels because I want to put the car on the ground, but I might go hit the back. I might start with the back setup because it's easier. That way we can do all four and it'll be done. And when I start the back, I have to flip the car, take out the gas fuel, the fuel tank, gas fuel, and that'll be it. I don't know if I want to order like parts for the engine or the motor, however you guys want to call it, and start like tinkering with the engine. But I'm still not sold with the engine. I only got it because it was cheap. It was $100 and it brought everything, so it was a badass deal. But I'm not sold with it. I can still put the 4G63 engine rear wheel drive, so that's still my option. Or I can just go K-swap or whatever. I only got this one because it was $100, and who's not gonna buy it for $100? Even in parts, it's more than $100. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I know at the end when I was showing this part right here, the video is like really close. It's because I recorded like sideways. Well, I mean straight instead of sideways, and I totally blew it. But yeah, I already painted that side. Well, you already saw it. And yeah, but yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what color should I paint the engine bay. I'm still debating what color to paint the engine bay. If you guys have any suggestions, I know the car is gonna be black, but I want to do like the engine bay a different color. So let me know. Leave it in the comments, and I don't care what color. If you guys say pink and it wins, even if one comment says pink, it's going pink. I don't care. I don't care. It's going pink. But yeah. That's it for this one. I need to buy fenders, and I don't know what else. But peace. Whole life been right about right now. Whole lot chit chat. Can't do that, settle down, pipe down.